My name's Ben Barnes, and I'm an actor. And and I say before every sentence. My name's Ben Barnes.
Familiar with the second movie in the Chronicles of Narnia? Then you must remember the handsome Prince Caspian. Doesn't something about him just leave us in a daze? Many of us had a crush on in our adolescent or teenage days, didn't we? Well, Ben Barnes has far cuter sides to him than Caspian. We also see a dark and eerie, yet at the same time handsome and charming General Kirigan that he plays in the new Netflix hit Shadow and Bone. Welcome back to our channel, and today we have 10 facts about Ben Barnes that you need to know. Number 10. His princely demand. So, we know he played the dashing Prince Caspian, and despite him being 26 years old at that time, we sure felt he looked like a teenager, but he wasn't.
Prince Caspian? Yes? And who are you?
He said in an interview that the key to playing teenage characters is to shave twice a day. The casting group wanted his age to be near William Moseley's, and hence gave him the role. He did it splendidly for sure, earning him a huge fan following with the ladies. Now, one for an epic tidbit that you may want to know about his role is that he asked Weta to make him a copy of this sword he brandishes in the movie called Rindon. He says he still has it and he keeps it next to his bed in case intruders get in his room. Adorable, right?
No, it's actually, do you know what? It's next to my bed in case of intruders.
Right, good one.
Because what would be more terrifying? Like,
Exactly.
people would come out with like a spatula or a baseball bat maybe, but I'd be standing there with a sword going, yeah? And?
His princely demand seems to fit in perfectly with his on-screen character. Number 9. He went to university before taking up acting. He showed great interest in acting from a young age, but his parents were very particular about his education. His parents were Trisha and Thomas Barnes, who were a relationship therapist and a professor of psychiatry, respectively. Ben had proved to be a smart kid and pursued his education at 2 independent schools, which were all boys, called the Homefield Prep School and King's College School in Wimbledon. He later continued his studies at Kingston University, pursuing a BA degree with honors in drama and English literature. Well, beauty and brains. What can we say? Number 8. He was in a band. Now come on, good-looking, brains, and singing? This is almost too good to be true, but in the case of Ben Barnes, it is. He had actually begun his career in musical theater and was a part of the National Youth Music Theater, like Jude Law and Jamie Bell. He was a singer in a pop boy band called High Rise, which represented the UK in the Eurovision Song Contest with its song Leading Me On.
Somebody just help me out. She's gonna take me, show me what it's all about.
It is even said that his first professional stint as a musician was being a drummer. And he can also play the piano. Too multi-talented? We think so too. Number 7. He also starred in the 12th highest grossing film of 2010 globally. Any guesses on which it is? It's The Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, which was the 3rd movie in the series. It was released in December 2010 and in 2D and 3D and was a blockbuster hit. He owned the role with his acting prowess and hunky looks.
Think of Aslan. Think of Narnia.
For Narnia!
He came a long way from Prince Caspian, that's for sure. And in an exclusive interview, he said that he had always been a fan of the Chronicles of Narnia as a child, and he always had been thrilled to be cast as Caspian. He in fact had a Spanish accent in the second movie, which they asked to drop in the third. Number 6. The Ben Barnes Beard Brush. Now, he's been crazily famous for his role as Caspian, we all know, but now his personality and appearances are also likened to Caspian. He was called Billboard Ben when the posters of Prince Caspian in the second movie were all over the place. And on the sets of the third movie, he sported a peculiar beard brush of his own. Everyone on the set called it the Ben Barnes Beard Brush.
A bit like a toothbrush, but it was softer than that, and it was to keep my beard from going awry.
He's also famously called by his nickname, B Squared, by his friends and fans. Number 5. He got sued by the Royal National Theatre. Last Caspian fact, we promise. So he was actually in the middle of a project, The History Boys, playing a character called Darkling. That's why when he was cast as Prince Caspian, he left the drama halfway before his contract ended. Due to this breach, the Royal National Theatre almost sued him. But after negotiations and discussions, this was dropped, which was great. This role has been iconic for him. We can't get through 5 facts about him without the name Caspian in it. And just to wrap up Caspian facts, there's a fun fact about him. Fun fact, knowing horse riding was a requirement for the role of Caspian. He didn't know how to ride, so when he got cast, he enrolled in classes at the nearest institution that taught it. Turned out it was Auckland's riding school for the disabled. He still remembers the experience memorably. Number 4. What can he not do? We mean literally, what can he not do? He knows singing, acting, he plays the drums and the piano, and he knows horseback riding. What does he not do? Dancing! He's always maintained that he was a terrible dancer, and this actually came as some help, according to him in the movie Killing Bono. He used it to make people laugh, and he said he quite enjoyed the whole experience. This movie was based on a memoir by Neil McCormick, where he recounts his youthful days in Ireland as an aspiring rock star who was overshadowed by his friend Bono, who was from the band U2. Number 3. He cried when he read the Birdsong book. In a play, Ben Barnes acts in the role of Stephen Raysford, where the drama is centered around the horrors of World War I in 1910. When he met Sebastian Faulks, the writer of the book, he looked very confusedly at Ben. When asked why, he said that Ben looked exactly like how Faulks imagined Stephen 15 years ago. The cast had visited the Imperial War Museum to conduct research about that period, and he read through letters of people who were active in the war. This play was about a man's journey through an awe-consuming love affair and the horrors of the First World War. His acting was impeccable. He got highly acknowledged and praised for his acting prowess in that serious play. There's a rumor that he even broke 2 ribs during the first performance in the play, but no one knows for sure. Number 2. His affinity to Nathaniel Parker. Parker is an amazing English actor and is well known for some amazing roles in crime drama series like the Inspector Lynley mysteries. He also played Agravain de Bois in the 4th series of Merlin. Now, Ben and Nathaniel always seem to have some connection with each other. In fact, it happened twice. Ben's character in the movie Stardust played the younger Dunstan Thorne. That character in his adult form was played by Nathaniel Parker. Nathaniel Parker played Caspian's dad in the 3rd movie, and in the famous Dorian Gray, Ben worked closely with the director Oliver Parker, who was Nathaniel's brother. Some connection exists there for sure. Number 1. He was among the 4 finalists for the part of Edward Cullen in Twilight. Flabbergasted? We were too. Apart from Narnia, the next big teen hit has to be Twilight. Remember pale and calm Bella paired with the dashing and brooding Edward Cullen played by Robert Pattinson? Pattinson sure did a great job, but could you imagine Ben Barnes in that swoon-worthy role? Fans have said he had great chemistry with the actress Kristen Stewart. In fact, he came out about it in an interview where he said that he later found out he was one of the 4 finalists in the audition. He said that the concept by which he was rejected was that the producers didn't want to mix Narnia and Twilight. They didn't want Caspian as Edward and vice versa. It was dangerous for the movies. And he was so popular as Caspian, it was so hard to be not seen as that character. He laughed about it later in the interview, saying thanks to that rejection, he didn't have to deal with the die-hard and stalky fans that Pattinson had to deal with. Many girls have driven Pattinson crazy by stalking, suicide threats, and whatnot. He as Caspian didn't have to face that. We've last seen him as the formidable General Kirigan in Shadow and Bone, a famous Netflix series that has been getting quite popular nowadays. We hope to see him in more ventures for sure. What do you think of Ben Barnes? Which movie or play of his did you like the best? Do you think he'll be seen in something soon? Are you a huge fan of his? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends for more interesting news, and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Hit the bell icon button to not miss an update from our channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay home, stay safe!
I don't know who you are, I don't know what you want, but I have a very particular lack of skills. I will never be able to find you.